The Central Municipal Assembly says the President's 18-month directive on street naming and property addressing is unachievable. According to the Assembly, it has to gradually overcome numerous chieftaincy disputes and raise enough funds to meet this deadline.
President John Dramani Mahama in March this year directed municipal assemblies to begin the street naming and property addressing exercise. The exercise, according to the President, is to help in generating accurate figures to draft employment policies. The project, when fully made operational, the President claimed would assist in housing census, but the Central Municipal Assembly believes the directive was too short.
I believe that we have to start somewhere, and we will start. But the 18 months, to me, is a task the President has put us in. We will try and do our best to finish in 18 months if possible. But it's better we take our time and finish later than to do a haphazard job and create more confusion.
According to the Assembly, it has to gradually address issues on boundaries demarcation and chieftaincy disputes. It also cited the need to thoroughly conclude sensitization and means of raising revenue for the project, which could span for over a year. But the Assembly believes it could successfully execute the project.
The way it's going to be is like on the same route, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you get to 4 and your house is facing the opposite direction, we can't give you the number. We have to skip you unless you bring it, because you can't put the number at the back of the house. And you can't name a house which is facing the opposite direction. And then we have roads that have contours. If you don't take time and you don't name them well, you'll be confusing people.
And to delve more into this issue is Jacob Ni Ofolikwe. He is the Public Relations Officer of the Central Municipal Assembly. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Now, it is very interesting that you are saying that this project cannot be achievable within this 18 months. But government has also come out to say that it is indeed achievable. So what do we believe now?
Yes, street naming and property addressing system is not an event, but a process. What we have started with so much of the process is, we just even yesterday had a public sensitization, and within these periods we have a lot of constraints, be it chieftaincy issues, be it financial aspects, and what we are saying is that, you know, sometimes even on the satellite images you have a street that is supposed to be at a particular location, but when you come to the main grounds, the streets are not there. Encroachers have encroached on the streets, they've built haphazardly, and some of these issues we have to deal with, and it's going to take a lot of time, and within that time, you know, the 18 months is still running, and within this time we have to try and control all these things before we can come out with the street naming and property addressing system, so that we won't confuse the people, but rather help to build up the municipality.
So it can be achievable within the 18 months?
It can't be, because some of the chieftaincy issues goes beyond the municipality or the municipal. You know, we have to call the chiefs together. You know, there are two faction chiefs maybe fighting, trying to settle some disputes. Now with these people, we have to bring them on board, try to come to a compromise.
So we shouldn't believe what government is saying, that it is achievable within the 18 months.
It's not about believing what government is saying, but we are trying to work within. But because of these constraints, we might not be able to work within that 18 months.
Now, within this 18 months, we have 8 months already gone. The next 10 months, what are you going to do?
Sure, we just finished with our public sensitization, that is our stakeholders meeting. We are now moving on to the electoral areas, where we shall meet the electorates, we shall meet the assembly members, and even allow them to put in a lot of inputs, so that when we start with the program, now from the stakeholders meeting we just had, after meeting the electorates, we are now going to start with a proper addressing system, where we are even going to have a secretariat established at assembly, to put all the necessary resources together to be able to start the main program itself.
You also did mention about chieftaincy disputes, which is hampering the effective implementation of this project. Your assembly, what are you doing to educate people on this, especially the chiefs?
Sure. What we are trying to do is to call the chiefs together. You know, some of these disputes are beyond the assembly, like I said. But what we are trying to do is to bring them together, let them to know the essence of the street naming and property addressing system, so that we come to the table. It's more of a consultation program, because you cannot just call them. If we are saying we are going to settle the disputes, the chieftaincy disputes to the bone, I don't think we are even going to finish up within these 18 months that has been given to us. So we are trying to bring them together so that we come to a compromise for the achievement of this program.
As you embark on this project, I'm sure you having challenges with the legal structures as well. Are you pulling them down?
It's so much sad that the municipality of Sotom don't have any proper layout, and these buildings have been there for years. You cannot just move in to demolish some of them. So we have to now see how we are going to structure these things so that we can be able to do this exercise very well.
And then recently we did hear that some national service personnel would come in to assist you. Do you lack personnel in doing this project?
It's not about we lacking the personnel, but the necessary arrangements must be done on the grounds before we start. It's not just about street naming and property addressing, but it's about putting the things together, the necessary and the nitty-gritties together before you start up. Now, national service personnel have just been posted. They are yet to come in. What we are doing, or what we are trying to do, is to get them on board so that when we come, they can also help us in the data collection. That is what we are trying to do now.
Finally, your final words before you leave us.
My final word is that I want to tell the people of the Ghana Central Municipal Assembly, or the Ghana Central Municipality, that they should help us achieve this program, because with that, it's going to enhance the socio-economic status of the municipality.
Thank you very much. I have been speaking with Ofolikwe, and he is the Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Central Municipal Assembly, and we've been talking about the street naming and property addressing system.